I want to talk about now. I want to get into Gucci Man, and we'll probably have to look. Let me switch it up real quick, cause honey,
Yeah.
um, which one am I on currently? Okay, great. So we Gucci Man, he is, I guess he's working on a book or something like that. He's putting a book out. He's talking about his mental health amongst other things. And on this sit down with Breakfast Club, he talks about it, and his wife goes into detail as to how she supports him with it. So let's check it out.
For you, what was it like just trying to protect the business that you guys have built while
I have a
he's
system.
personally...
I take his apps off his phone. First thing I do, I delete Instagram. I delete everything. Even if I got to change his password, I'm changing it because I don't need the public to know he's having an episode. You realize you'd never know about any other episodes since September 13th because I control that. Because you're not going on Instagram, you're not going on Twitter, it's deleted. And I just control everything at home. And now before the episodes come, I catch it. So that's why he hasn't had another one. And how you catch that is he doesn't speak to you. He wants to be left alone. He don't eat. He does not sleep. Text messages, there's a period after each word. And I'm like, you're going through an episode. You're sick. No, I'm not. Ain't nothing wrong with me. Why do you think that? You're not speaking to me. Well, there's nothing to talk about. I said, well, that's not how you speak to your wife. And I'm like, you're sick. And we snap out of it right then.
Wow. We heard Kim this week say how Kanye just used to give away their cards and stuff when he would go through episodes. And in the book, you talk about,
I did that.
You just used to be giving away stuff.
I gave away jewelry.
Money.
And jewelry cost so much. You know how much it costs for jewelry? Like,
Yeah.
I gave away, I would give my friends jewelry, and like they know I went well, they'll take it.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
They take advantage of you.
I felt like, damn, they know something's going on with me, but they'll take it. So it's like, when I got out of jail, like I cut off all my friends, my old friends. I'm like, damn, they were taking advantage.
Like, I wonder what the psychology is behind that. Like, why when you going through an episode, you
give away money and I don't know.
You don't care about nothing.
Because the money it's not, you kind of like in a warped world. It's almost like it's a psychosis. You know what I'm saying? It's not, you dealing with stuff like you hearing voices.
Yeah, they have voices.
And you hearing voices too. Like it's telling you to, you might think that Charlamagne I might think that you trying to fight me. You ain't even did nothing. We be like, bro, I ain't did nothing to you. What's wrong? Like I'll be like trying to fight you, Charlamagne. Like you did this. You know what you did? You stole something from me. And you be like, bro, I ain't stole nothing from you. But in my mind, I'm like, it's the truth. So that's what I used to deal with.
How did therapy and the self-work change your relationship with anger? And like, do you still wrestle with that same inner voice that you talk about throughout the book?
I don't. I don't. It's like I seen a therapist. I gotta start taking medicine that prescribed for me, what she thought, and it worked. And I haven't had any other problems.
I always wondered when people have episodes, what sparks it, right? Do you know what sparked the episodes?
I think drug use, stress, not sleeping combined. It wasn't just like, okay, I drank the lean. It was also I'm drinking lean, and I had like 5 or 6 charges, open cases. So I was so stressed out. So, I'm going to the studio and work. I got all these artists. I'm steady working hard. You know what I'm saying? So from the outside looking in, you would think that I'm not fazed about it. But it's almost like I pushed the cases out my mind. You see what I'm saying? But it's still a stress. But I'm just not dealing with it. I'm not talking about it. I'm just like acting like it's never gonna happen. Like court not gonna never happen. But that's a big stress. And I'm steady drinking lean, smoking weed, taking pills to kind of numb that. And then one day it's just like the straw that break the camel back. Boom, now my mind can't take it. When I had the episode in 2019, 2020, it was COVID. That really just messed me up. And then another thing what triggered the episode was I got my teeth done and they put me under anesthesia and the drugs messed me up. When I came from under anesthesia, I was having an episode, flipping out. And I'm like, damn, I ain't even doing, I can understand that. You know what I'm saying? So even if I go, it's like, damn, I never thought that would be a trigger, but that was a trigger. So it could be a multitude of things.
That's interesting. I didn't know that. I didn't really know how all of that is triggered, how it works or anything like that. I think the one thing that did stick out from this was her telling this man that he was sick. I guess like when he's having an episode, she's like, okay, you're sick. And I'm like, I was like, I want to know what is his response when you tell him that he's sick, when he know he's sick. It's like a person that you feel is quote unquote crazy. They don't want to hear you say, man, you crazy. I ain't crazy, So I'm wondering, how does he, respond to that?
Well, she said that he snaps out of it.
Just snaps out of it.
Which I felt like it was a crazy thing to fucking say.
Y'all know what I did. I immediately, yeah, that's the part. I immediately went to ChatGPT. I said, because I said, I'm curious after watching the Gucci Mane interview, is it possible to stop the schizophrenic episode? She said that's a really thoughtful question, and it's one that psychiatrists and families often ask. And it says that once an episode begins, it usually can't be stopped immediately by willpower alone. But there are ways to always shorten or calm it down. So early intervention, like taking his medicine and stuff like that. So I don't know what she also said in the interview, that he does take his medication. So I maybe it was a poor choice of words when she said snaps out of it. My bigger question, I'm wondering how y'all feel about it, is what do y'all think about her basically being his caretaker, full on, you know?
I think she need to hire some damn body, to be honest. I think that it's giving you doing more of it on your own than you're actually supposed to be. You got all of that fucking money, and instead of hiring a team of people to help you, it sounds like she's doing it all on her own. And it sounds like she fucking tired, regardless to what she's saying. Like, as she's talking about it, she looks like this is all, all I have to do to keep everything together, but I keep it together. And it's like, girl, that's exhausting. I don't know how long you gonna, you think you're gonna be able to keep that up, because that's like a lifelong thing to have to deal with if you're the only person that can handle him. Like she said in that Carlos interview, y'all remember when she was saying how he needs me, and I'm like, oh, so that's why you say he needs you, because he probably doesn't trust anybody else, because he's in that state. He knows that you're the only person he could really trust. So that's why he needs you. And I just kind of feel like there's a part of me that feel like there's something fucked up about that. But then also I'm like, Gucci Mane was never that great of a person. So if you're now being handled by a woman that decided she wanted to be in a marriage with you, I don't feel no type of ways about it.
1,000, because that's literally, I was like, I'm sitting over here waiting so I can say I feel no ways. Like, I feel no ways. Whatever she wants to do, let her do it, because she really do. It seems, I do agree with, she probably is tired, but she, at the same time, she seems like she enjoys it. Like their dynamic also gives mother and son a little bit, and
She
I
said that.
think that's how she finds validation in that relationship, knowing that I am the go-to person for you. And as much as he doesn't trust people, she don't either. So then it also makes one question like, well, what y'all got going on behind them doors? Like, it ain't none of my business, but you won't even let people come in there and clean for you. Like, the most women will get with people to enjoy those luxuries, and she won't even.
No, she does everything herself. And another thing, they got 2 small kids. If I'm correct, like,
she got more than that. She has grown kids.
But she don't take care of those kids no more. It's his 2 kids that she had with him that's in the house. And I'm just thinking to myself, I watched another interview where Gucci said he'll be going through an episode and he might say some shit like, I'll put your baby in a microwave, and he'll mean it.
Well, he said, they also said in the interview that he hasn't had an episode since the kids are born, is what they said in the interview.
I don't believe that. Didn't they say he had an episode on September? He hasn't had an episode since September something.
I don't know if it was this year. Was that? And that's what I was wondering. When
that
she
wasn't
said
this year.
13.
I didn't think it was this year.
They're referencing
that old, right?
They're referencing that viral moment when Gucci hopped on Twitter and started talking about Nicki Minaj and Rick Ross and all them. That was September 13th.
And I think we thought that was hacked at first.
Yeah, everybody thought it, and that's before he went away and came back, and everybody thought that he was a clone. But one of the things I wanted to say is she also mentioned in this interview that she reached out to Kim Kardashian when Kanye was having his mom. Well, she said not directly. She reached out to people who knew Kim because she wanted to help Kim help him. And I think what Bonnie said was perfect. She taking on too much herself. But I also think that that's a very toxic thing, because she seems to take so much pride in being his caretaker that if he actually was mentally healthy and didn't need her, she would feel unneeded. So I think she prefers to have him in this state and prefers to have him believe that he can never have anybody else around that he could trust. So it's something that's like, even though he is mentally ill, it's something about this situation on all fronts that's given toxic. And I'm gonna stand on that even more, because in the interview she said that he was having episodes when she met him, and she said someone needs to help this man. Ladies, no, what? It wasn't like the man, went through a mental decline when they were married, and you was like in sickness and health. You saw this man not getting the help he needed and said, I have to be the one to take this on, and I have to take care of him because of what? It just feels like some type of selfish, rewarding. It's odd to me.
I think it's a form of narcissism, because you do everything for a person so that they'll be so appreciative of you, but really it's so that you can control them. Because if you're doing everything, you're controlling everything. Child, I had to realize that in therapy. Like, wanting to be perfect all the time, or wanting to take care of everything for everybody all the time is also an extension of wanting to control how they respond to you, how they react to you.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Because it's like, if I do all of this for them, then they'll be how I want them to be. When at the end of the day, you really shouldn't have to do all of that for a person to treat you well. So yeah, I think in this situation, I think something's wrong with her. Let's just start there. Because you can see it on her face. I don't know what she's doing, but something's not right. And I just kind of feel like, even though it seems like she wants to do it, there is like a dark energy about both of them. Like both
Mhm.
of them. So I don't, I don't know the people, but that's his wife. And if she chooses to take care of him and do all of that, then that's her business. Be in the house with a crazy person. At least he ain't out here in the world with us.
Mm.
I mean,
I'm gonna play this real
East Atlanta
quick.
definitely triggered episodes for me. 100%. I had an episode, and my wife was like, after the episode, she was like, I wish I would have taped you so I can show you how you was acting. It's so bad, Black. It's so embarrassing. It's like, that's why I can see other artists when they going through something, know they smiling. Because when I'm walking, like, I say the most cruel stuff. Like, I might talk about your kids. Like, I say stuff that when it's over with, I'm so embarrassed that I said that. It ain't a good thing. You feel me?
Yeah.
I might say, I put your baby in the microwave.
But in that moment,
I meant it.
Yeah.
It's scary.
Yeah.
And then you be like, damn, I can't believe I said that out my mouth. You can't even believe you said that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
when you snap out of your episodes or whatever, and you see it and you go to feeling, that's a whole nother
thing. That's a whole nother trauma.
So that's
Shit
fucking
crazy.
with you too, all at the
That's
same
fucking with
time
you
what
too.
you done did.
Because it's embarrassing.
That makes me think of a particular somebody who also went on to attach themselves to this particular situation. So I thought, Nicki Minaj. So Nicki hops on, gives this post saying Gucci wife has been trying to beat me for years, been dying for the spotlight for years. She's there to keep Gucci sedated. Whew. Gucci hates Deb Atney. They don't want Deb around me. She's around me now. Charlemagne the fraud using iHeartRadio for these disgusting employees against innocent families. He was around Wendy before her life went to hell. The buck stops here, baby. She says, y'all really don't understand who I really am. Let's play. Y'all wanted attention. Let's do it. Where's the evidence of my home being swatted with a toddler inside 4 times? So this is what Nicki had to say about Keyshia wanting to be her for some reason, been wanting the spotlight for years.
I would like all of them, to acknowledge him, even if they win an award, acknowledge him, because
just gonna name them really quick. Will I Am,
Nicki
Fergie,
goes on to name Gucci. Keyshia comes back playing one of Cardi B's songs that she did with Young Thug. And yeah, this was her response basically to Nicki Minaj. This is a crazy story. And now the story growing legs to where they feel like Gucci Mane is talking about his schizophrenia situation to, I don't know, get at Nicki or something like that. Girl, I'm so confused. Any thoughts on this dealing with Miss Nicki? As he was talking about the stuff about the kid stuff, like, I put your baby in the microwave.
Yeah.
People have been alleging that that's what's going on with Nicki. Cardi B came out and said it is growing legs and stuff. And when he said that, that's what I'm thinking about when she made post about Cardi's daughter's gums and then came back and tried to apologize.
Oh yeah. I want to say something. I saw something in the comments. I don't know when I said crazy person. But I see a lot of y'all are offended by me saying it. As it pertains to Gucci Mane, I think without schizophrenia, Gucci Mane is a crazy person. I want to be clear about that. Like, he's somebody that is reckless. Like, street niggas are normally like crazy. Yes, they do have mental illnesses that go unchecked. His is being checked. But when I'm relating to him as being a crazy person, I'm literally thinking about how men act when they are fucked up to women in relationships, and how, gangster niggas can be in the streets. And so I don't know why, that's so bad to say, but I do feel like y'all just want to have a problem, because I feel like if you've watched me before, I do have a sense of, like, reverence. And I'm not just calling people crazy to be dismissive of what their mental issues may be. So, suck a dick. But yeah. Oh, and
Yeah.
Nicki Minaj, sorry.
Mhm.
Yeah, I definitely feel like we didn't need Gucci Mane and Keyshia to impress upon us that somebody needs to check on her. And I'm not somebody that doesn't believe in conspiracy theory. So when Nicki is talking about certain things, like with Desiree, with Jay-Z, I don't trust none of them motherfuckers. So I don't put it past them to be doing some of the things that she accuses them of doing. But it's the way she communicates it that makes it feel manic, that makes it feel like, some type of episode, and her not really being in her right mind. That's what it comes off as to me, by the way I'm seeing it. And even the way she related to this, I don't like the fact that I feel like there are people online that are like validating what she's doing, which makes me feel like y'all really don't give a fuck about that lady if y'all are not also paying attention to how she's coming off as if she is not well.
Yeah, I was about to say, when I read that tweet, it sounded like Nicki herself was having an episode to me. The part that really got me was when she said Charlemagne has been ruining innocent families or something. Wendy something had her family. The buck stops here. Charlemagne ain't got to do nothing to bring any negativity to your family. Nicki, you did that when you decided to get with that man. like that is a wild statement to say the buck stops here in regards to Charlemagne. Everything else, I don't know what she's talking about. Maybe I'm out of the loop, or this just sounds chaotic, because what is she talking about? Her home was being swatted with a toddler inside. Do y'all know what that's about?
Her house was swatted. I think it was last year. Somebody called. I don't know. I think her house could have been swatted more than one time, where I think they called the police out and stuff.
She said 4 times. They got to do with Gucci Mane?
Oh, it was 4 times? Huh?
That has to do with Gucci Mane?
No.
But you know how she likes to draw these
But I
parallels
think
that don't make no fucking sense. That's why.
That's why I'm like, what is this? I'm so
yeah,
confused.
it made me think that, was it something to do with Rock Nation or something, or was it like a crazed fan? I'm not sure.
Rock Nation
Who
is trying to what that girl say? I forget every time.
I don't know, but To Freedom always plays in my mind. To Freedom! Like it always plays in my mind. That lady is out of it. But let me say this about the Breakfast Club. The Breakfast Club is like, I ain't gonna lie, I don't fuck with them people. But at the same time, like, to create this conspiracy theory in order to prove what? Like, who fucking care? Like, let's be very fucking real. I know y'all are like barbs and y'all care and shit, but don't nobody fucking care like that. We barely making it out here. Niggas ain't got no food. You know what I'm saying? Like, the government not paying nobody right now. Y'all think we give a fuck about, oh my God, everybody's after Nicki. If oh my God, online, they're going after her. Like, girl, you're still rich. What do you want from us?
Is she?
Well, I mean, you still got your house. That man ain't got your house taken away yet.
I thought I saw some.
Well, I had to figure out what it was she said.
Like, I'm tired of this shit. Go to the lawyers. Do what you got to do. Bitch, come out with a book thoroughly explaining everything and put people on blast, and we'll be like, ooh, and y'all fucked over.
Yeah.
But tweeting
right.
today and trying to connect shit that ain't got nothing to do with, like, no, we're not. It's not going to happen that way. Susan, it's not going to happen that way.
Yeah, I'm confused. It's making her
I'm tired.
Not the good.
Tired.
At all. At all. Anything else on Miss Onika?